Just coming on quickly to do a quick little live. And uh, I did a video the other day talking about raising boys in the patriarchy. And in that video, I talked about how I decided to go no contact with my son for using Darvo on me on Saturday. And he emailed me a couple of days ago threatening me that if I didn't respond to his email or call him or text him or something within, by today, that he didn't think we should ever talk again. And then I picked my phone up just like literally 15 minutes ago. I hardly ever look on my phone to, I mean, it's, you know, I grew up without cell phones, so to me, a phone is just a phone. But anyway, I pick up my phone and I go to check my email because I am expecting a confirmation email about a class that I want to take. So, um, I get 3 super unhinged emails from him within like an hour. There's 3 different emails back to back within an hour. They're not like one right after the other, but like an hour goes by with one, then like 30 minutes, and then the last one is like 45 minutes later or something, but they're completely unhinged. He's talking about how I think the whole world revolves around me. And just to let you know, I have been paying for his phone bill, and his phone on my account for the last 10 years. So he's paid me back for about 3 months worth of 10 years. So if that gives you any indication of, how the whole world revolves around me. And what actually happened was we got into a tiff about this guy who was doing this skyscraper thing on Netflix last weekend. And I said, he knows I'm a feminist, so he knows that, like, I don't appreciate men like this and whatever. Okay, yeah, whatever. He got really mad at me and then, like, decided to be really rude to me. And when I said to him, hey, I don't like the way you're talking to me, um, he started screaming at me. And so I said to him, I don't know what that has to do. The fact that you talk to everyone like that has nothing to do with what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I don't like the way that you talk to me. And he screams some more, and, and I'm like, oh my gosh, in my brain, I'm just like, ah, yikes. And, hi, Potato Chip. Nice to see you. Thanks for chiming in. Anyway, I don't want to make this too long. I just wanted to do a quick little live update. Unless anybody has anything else they want to chat about. But he, has just gone completely unhinged. And so the next step will be a few more days where he'll be, if it goes along with the plan, it will be in a few more days. It will be love bombing, because that's typically the hello everyone, hello Azarkan, hello Yanara, hello Wang Yen Nguyen. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Anybody's name I said wrong, I apologize. Welcome to my live. I was just talking about my adult son and his unhinged emails that he sent me today, and how he never wants to talk to me again. And if I ever need anything from him, don't ask. I mean, it's just. And the next step will be love bombing, and he'll be really apologetic, and he'll want me to get back in touch with him. He'll be really sorry. He'll call me mama and stuff like that, and it's just, I can't take it anymore. I'm dealing with stage 4 cancer, and I need to focus my own energy on getting better. He doesn't help me with that. It's always, negativity and meanness with him. So I don't like to talk to him on the phone very often. So, I just recently let him start talking to me on the phone again after my birthday in October when he cut my freaking tires. Uh, Hello, Ianthe or Lanthe. Not sure how you say that. Um, but yeah, and raising boys in the patriarchy is hard, especially if you are, a single mother. His father walked away from him. Um, and like just walked away. And on one hand, I'm glad that he did. Um, but this society that we live in, unfortunately, doesn't value mothers. It doesn't value sick people. It doesn't value, it doesn't value women when we get to a certain age. I'm now in my 50s, and although I don't think of myself as invisible, I do recognize that many people no longer see me like they used to. At first, it was like a discomforting feeling. At first, I was like, well, that's just really odd. But there's this freedom in not being seen so much by people. Um, it's the it's quite liberating, to be honest with you. And I have found that at this point in my life, I just want to take care of myself. And I finally did, 2 weekends ago, I went on a first trip of my own. First trip by myself. Me and my puppers went on a trip. And we just went about an hour and a half away to a little city, an hour and a half away from where I live. Just for a weekend away. I did some shopping. We did a lot of walking. We did a lot of looking in cool little stores and all kinds of stuff. It was a lot of fun. So, not having my son in my life, well, it is hurtful. It's also important for me to understand that he is 30 years old. He's not 15, okay? I'm not like talking about a teenage boy. He is 30 years old. I gave birth to him when I was 22 years old. And I'm 52 now, and he's 30. He lived with me in my 1-bedroom apartment for 3.5 years and could not keep a job. He has no children. He has no one to take care of except for himself. And, he couldn't even do that. He helped me pay rent one time in 3.5 years. He verbally assaulted me. He physically assaulted me. He financially abused me. Just all this crap. And it's just you're just supposed to when it comes to men, whether they're your fathers, whether they're your husbands or boyfriends, or whether they're your sons or your brothers, or hell, even a colleague or a coworker, it's or even just random men on the street, because even in my 50s, I have been literally stopped on the road while I'm walking my dog, and strange men will stop and try to get me in their car. Get me to look and put my head inside their car to look at a picture they want to show me, or some crazy. That's happened to me 4 times in the last 2 years. It's insane. And I'm flat. I had a double mastectomy 10 years ago. And I don't wear, I have prosthetics, but I don't wear them because why would I wear a bra when I don't have to? Seriously. Why would I do that? But raising a boy in this time, you have to really be vigilant. And I thought I was really vigilant. I did not let him have a cell phone. And he didn't even have a smartphone until he was 18. He didn't get a flip phone until he was 16. He was not allowed to have a TV in his bedroom or a computer. We had one computer. Excuse me, Sancho, what does that mean? Take your gross sexual innuendo and skedaddle on out of here. Sancho, I don't need that kind of stuff. in this chat. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the patriarchy and raising boys. This is the kind of behavior I'm talking about, though. Random men think that they can talk to women any way they please. Are the cheeks smacking, though? That's disgusting. Why do you men think you can talk to women like that? You don't even know me. You have no idea who I am. Sorry, typo. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. And laugh, cry all you want. You need to get out of my live before I kick you out. Now, I was talking about race boys and the patriarchy. Men, you need to talk better to women. This is why women don't want to date. This is exactly why. Ha ha ha. Jay, ha ha ha. You know, you guys are like ridiculous. You guys are ridiculous. And I keep getting this message is held for review. Why? What do you guys... Let's see. What does it say? Something gross. I'm getting really gross messages from people in other languages. Yeah, that's gross. Yeah. Bots. Bots, bot. Old as? Old as what, Ty? I'm old as what? I know I'm old. Do you think I don't look at myself in the mirror every stinking day? As I said, I'm 52 years old. And I'm happy to be 52. I don't have to put up with men like you on a regular basis, and that makes me so happy. Yay! Are you trying to say I'm an old ass person? Old ass woman? What, am I past my prime? Have I like met the wall? Or you guys can say whatever you want. I don't care anymore. I don't care. But this is why women don't want to talk to you. Oh my god, you guys are so gross. I don't... Well, now that we got the disgusting people out of the way, anyway, now that the trolls are gone, ha 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 ha. You see that we women find it so funny when you talk to us like that. Yay. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Just that, you know, raising boys in the patriarchy is hard. And men that come on this live and say the things that they're saying, they're the kind of men that make it harder for women to live in this world. And you give license to other men and boys to talk to people like this, to treat people like this. This is that kind of like all that sexual talk is so, when you come like right out the gate, like you don't even know me. You have no idea who I am, and you're saying disgusting things about me. You're welcome to the... Yeah, you know, give me a break. Yes, I have pets. I have a dog. I have a wonderful, wonderful dog, Jay. Thank you very much for asking. I do. I have a wonderful dog who loves me very much and is very, very sweet. And I've had him for 5 years. He is a pit bull mix, and his name is Patrick. And he's my boo-boo. And here he is. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Yes, you are a cutie, aren't you, baby? See, isn't he cute? That's my cutie poo tootie. So, you know, anyway, so I don't want to be on here all night because I'm actually enjoying watching Midsummer Murders on YouTube. And so I just wanted to give a little update about my seriously unhinged adult son. Seriously unhinged adult son and you know, unhinged emails to me. So I'm gonna sign off now. Thanks everybody for coming on in. Except for you, just yikesy guys. Like, please stay away. Anyway, much love to you all. This is the Rotten Woman signing off. I will see you next time. Toodaloo.